Well, hey everybody, we are taking a little respite from the Homestead. And you think, well, didn't you just do that? Well, yes, we're doing it again. Actually doing a quick trip. We are childless at this point. We are celebrating, Kelly and I have been married for 22 years. Woo! So we're celebrating our 22nd anniversary with just an overnight trip. We're going up to the North Fork Mountain Lodge, is that what it's called?
Yes.
No. North Fork Mountain Lodge, which is in the eastern part of the state. It's in the highest elevations of our state, and this is where when Kelly and I dated in college and high school, we'd come up here and hang out and hike and do all that kind of stuff. So we're going back up just to relive some vicarious memories when we were younger and could hike all over the place without falling over dead. But just show you all what we love West Virginia. We love the beauty of the state, and we want to document a little bit more of that so you guys can see. It had a lot of good comments and responses so far from where we went to camp and some of the neat things we documented in that video. So we want to share this with you guys as well. The North Fork Mountain Lodge. This is a really cool lodge. It's a bed and breakfast structure style lodge, and we're staying here tonight. And it is on the North Fork Mountain, which is in the eastern part of West Virginia. We're in the Monongalia National Forest. Just a real beautiful area. We've got this way behind me down into the valley is the South Fork of the North Branch of the Potomac. So this place is really cool. Where we're staying, this is the main lodge behind me here. Very cool, very accommodating, very nicely done, very well built, very clean, very inviting, very homely. You come in and you kind of feel like you've just come home. So we're not actually staying in the lodge. We're staying over in one of the suites. We're staying in the Monongalia suite, which is, if you imagine, it's like two cabins pushed together. So there's a left and a right side, like a duplex, but very well done. Amenities are very nice, cabin-esque feel to it. The inside's all pine siding, really nice master suite with jacuzzi tub, Nice second floor loft with a hide-a-bed there if you had additional people with you. A nice little living area. So very cool. Our initial reaction we got here, this is our first time actually staying here. So our initial reaction was very pleasant. It's a very, very neat place. So we've completed an overnight stay here, and I have to say it was a really cozy cabin. Very neat, very accommodating. The thing I really liked about it was the details. You got a lot of little details that just make you feel at home, make the stay very unique. Again, you can see it's a nice spacious little suite for two with the loft. If you had kids or some guests, you could accommodate them as well. Maybe make it a little bit too cozy in that situation, but definitely a nice setup. We enjoyed it. So yeah, I definitely recommend checking this place out if you're in the eastern panhandle of West Virginia or have the opportunity to. You got to check this out. Again, this is less than 2 hours from Washington, D.C.
Well, after having breakfast and checking out, we decided we wanted to try to hit some trails. The owner of the North Fork Mountain Inn had told us that the trail right behind the lodge goes all the way to the top of the mountain and ties into the North Fork's main trail. He said it's really worth the trip, worth the climb, because the view was spectacular. So we were hoping that was the case. But he did say it's just at a mile up, but it changes you climb almost 1,000 feet in elevation in less than a mile. So we knew that was going to be a pretty good hill climb. So we hit the trail, and trail was clearly marked. Had a great time. I packed all my camera equipment up. So I'd like to say that's why I was out of breath and sweating profusely, but it may have something to do with the age and the amount of weight that I carry with me.
Who's sucking wind?
Fat boy's got to lose some weight.
All right. Tick, 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 tick. To the wind with you, Tick. All right, for a 44-year-old man to tote camera equipment up the side of a mountain for over a mile, I'd say this is definitely worth it. What do you think, Jill?
I think it was worth the travel.
Yeah. Was it worth you toting me, a 44-year-old man, up the hill?
It's all right.
Yeah, but no, this is absolutely gorgeous. Put the wide-angle lens on so you guys can try to take in as much as possible, but obviously camera doesn't do justice to what we're seeing here. This is absolutely gorgeous. We came through thick, nice, gorgeous Appalachian hardwood forest, and then you could just hear the wind. It almost sounded like we were coming up on a train track. You just hear the wind whipping.
Or the beach.
Yeah, or the beach. Yeah, it almost sounded like the beach too. So we crested the hill, and I shot a little video of that, us cresting the hill there, and you just come to this rock outcrop. That's what I love about West Virginia. You just don't know what you're going to come across between the smooth Appalachian mountains with all the hardwood to these rocky crags and cliff faces that just have incredible views. And you can see the elevation behind us. I mean, way down in the valley is the highway road we came in on, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. And this is part of the North Fork Mountain Trail, and it is we were told it's the #1 trail in West Virginia, and I think that's because of traffic maybe, but we've only seen another couple, and there were actually a couple that were staying with us at the inn. So not touristy, not going to run into a lot of people, But you can camp along this trail. It's national forest. You don't necessarily have to stay at a lodge or stay somewhere or walk all the way back to your car if you're the type that wants to backpack in with your tent or whatever, and then you can do so. And we noticed a couple campsites down here where people had their tents set up and small fires. So really cool. Just an awesome view.
And we're on the spine of this mountain. Is this what would be North Fork Mountain?
Yeah. This is North Fork Mountain. So we are literally on the spine of it, and this rock outface. It's almost like if you imagine the mountain being humped like that, and then just part of it just fell away. So it was sliced and it kind of slid down. Obviously, that's not what happened. It eroded, but it just looks like it's been sliced, and a portion of it fell down. So you have behind us, you have all this hardwood where there's no wind, and the mountain goes down that way. And then this side is, an incredible view, nature-made view. Nobody's trimmed any trees or anything here. And then you just have, it's about, I don't know, there's a couple places here, 90 to 200 foot drop before you get to the hardwood canopy on this side of the mountain, and then of course it slopes all the way down.
And we have Seneca Rocks in the background, and also Dolly Sods.
Yeah, good point, Gil. Seneca Rocks is to my right, way down there. It's actually a lot lower elevation than we are. And then Dolly Sods is this ridge line all the way behind us on the horizon. And that's where we're planning to go next if
we can make it.
we can make it. When we did this in college, that was 20-some years ago.
Lighter.
Yeah, 20-some years ago. I was a little more bendy back then. I was more flexible, and things are starting to lock up on me. But yeah, we're hoping to get over there and check that out. But man, wish you were here. Obviously, we're talking to everybody. It'd be a little crowded if everybody was here. But this is a really neat place you got to check out if you come to West Virginia.